Ever felt like no matter how hard you try, life just isn't working out, like every door you knock on stays closed? But what if I told you, those closed doors aren't stopping you, they're guiding you. Every struggle, every delay is leading you somewhere greater. Today, I'll share a real-life story that proves God's plan is always at work, even when it feels like He's silent. By the end of this video, you'll see why nothing in your life is happening by accident. There was a young boy, his name Daniel. Daniel had always dreamed big. He wanted to change his life, to give his family a future they could be proud of. His biggest goal? Getting into a top university. He studied endlessly, sacrificed sleep, and prayed every night, convinced that hard work always pays off. But then, the rejection letter came. His hands trembled as he read the words, "We regret to inform you." Just like that, his dreams shattered. His friends were celebrating, stepping into bright futures, while Daniel was stuck, working at a small store just to get by. Every shift felt like a reminder of what he had lost. He watched others move forward while he stood still. Why, he wondered. Why is God closing every door? The more he tried to understand, the more lost he felt. Was this just bad luck? Or had God truly forgotten him? One day, during a quiet lunch break, an older man walked into the store where Daniel worked. He had a warm smile and eyes that seemed to know life's secrets. The man noticed Daniel's weary expression and gently asked, "What's troubling you, son?" Daniel hesitated, but the kindness in the man's voice made him open up. He poured out everything, his shattered dreams, the rejection, and the weight of feeling stuck. The man listened patiently, then said something Daniel would never forget. A sculptor doesn't start with a masterpiece. He begins with a rough block of stone. Each strike of the chisel may seem harsh, but every strike shapes it into something beautiful. At first, Daniel didn't fully understand, but those words stayed with him. Not long after, Daniel came across a business training program in another city. It wasn't his dream university, but it was a door, one he decided to walk through. With the old man's words in his heart, Daniel took a leap of faith, stepping into the unknown. As Daniel started the business training, he quickly realized it wasn't going to be easy. He juggled his studies with a part-time job, working long hours just to make ends meet. Every day felt like a struggle. His energy drained and his patience tested, but something inside him kept pushing forward. Every time he felt like giving up, he remembered the words of the old man. The sculptor chisels away at a rough stone. There were days when Daniel wondered if it was all worth it. The challenges were endless, and it felt like the world was pushing against him. But he kept going. He kept reminding himself that every setback was just another part of his transformation. With every struggle, he got stronger. It wasn't easy, but he wasn't backing down. Slowly, but surely, Daniel began to build something real. He started his own small business, something he could call his own. It wasn't perfect, but it was his. And with every step forward, he realized that maybe the rejection from university wasn't a mistake at all. It had led him to this place, where he was creating something meaningful, something bigger than he ever imagined. Daniel's business didn't just succeed, it flourished. He created jobs for people in his hometown, the same place where he once felt trapped. Now, he wasn't just surviving. He was making a difference. People looked to him with admiration, and for the first time, Daniel felt proud of the path he had taken. One quiet evening, Daniel sat alone, thinking back on everything. The rejection, the struggles, the doubts. That's when it hit him. The delay wasn't a denial, it was a redirection. If he hadn't faced those challenges, he would have never ended up here. Suddenly, it all made sense. Sometime later, Daniel saw the old man again. With tears in his eyes, he thanked him, saying, "You were right all along." The man simply smiled and said, The sculptor never makes mistakes. Daniel realized then that every hardship had shaped him into exactly who he was meant to be. Sometimes life feels unfair, but every setback is shaping you into something greater. Trust the process, even when it's hard. One day, you'll look back and realize every struggle, every delay led you exactly where you were meant to be.